Hey readers! Today we will ask and answer questions while reading using illustrations and details to describe key ideas. We will use clues to determine the meaning of words in a text. So we are still looking at informational books, and this book is titled Going Buggy. What do you think this book is going to be about? Did you say bugs? Yes, you are correct. Think of a time when you've been outside playing and have came across some bugs. You may love them and think they're cool, or you may think, ooh, and run away from them. This book is an informational book that will teach us interesting facts about insects and spiders. Let's read to find out what we can learn about bugs. All right, here we go. Going Buggy. I see this is the cover of the book, and I see a close-up of a big, not really a big bug, but a close-up of a bug that makes it look real big. And it looks like they're maybe eating or standing on a piece of grass. Okay, the table of contents. Introduction is on page 4, insects page 6, spiders page 12, glossary page 19, and words to know page 20. The table of contents is usually a text feature that is found in informational books. It helps us locate information that we want to learn. So if I get this book and I only want to learn about spiders, then I can turn to page 12 and just read about spiders. Introduction. So this is the chapter heading of what this book is going to be about. Do you like creepy, crawly things? If you do, then you must like insects and spiders. Read this book to learn about them. So I see pick photographs. Photographs are real pictures. Here's a photograph of a spider, and here's a photograph of a praying mantis. And I'm not sure what kind of bug that is. And there's another photograph of a bug that blends in with a leaf. After I read these 2 pages, I know I'm going to learn about insects and spiders. I want to ask myself questions as I get ready to read on. I know I've seen bugs around outside, but I'm wondering, where else can insects and spiders live? Insects. So there's the chapter heading. So I know this page is going to be about insects. Here's the photographs of real insects, and here is the text. There are more insects in the world than any other kind of animal. Insects are everywhere. They are on the land and sea and in the sky. I notice in these photographs, and I can read in the details of the text that insects can be found anywhere. The idea I'm learning is that insects can be found in the grass, climbing on leaves, and even flying around in the sky or even in the water. I also just answered a question that I asked on the previous page about where else can insects and spiders live. So now I know. Most insects eat plants. Many insects help plants grow. I see a bee helping a plant. I see two bugs over here eating a leaf. These bugs are eating a leaf. What are some other questions you have after reading these two pages? Turn and tell your buddy what else you are wondering about insects. Good job, readers. Insects have 3 body parts, 6 legs, and 2 antennae on their heads. Most insects have wings and lay eggs. Insects are interesting. Let's look carefully at the photographs on this page and think about the details in the text. What are some ideas we can now describe in this part of the book? Turn and tell your buddy what ideas you learned using the pictures and the details from the text. Good job, readers. Some key ideas are about insects have different body parts, 6 legs, antenna, 2 antennae on their heads. Most of them have wings. Good job. I noticed that this page has the word antenna in dark print. How can the picture help me with understanding the meaning of this word? I can use the picture to help me determine the meaning of the word. What clues in the sentence can help me understand the meaning of the word? Let's see. The sentence says they have 3 body parts, 6 legs, and 2 antennae on their heads. So 2 antennae on their heads, I can look at their heads and I see these 2 things coming out from their head. So that lets me know that those are antennae. I think the antennae are parts on an insect's head that can help it get around or find food. Spiders. Spiders live all over the world. Most spiders live on the ground or climb to high places. We've now learned some information and facts about spiders on these 2 pages. What is a question that a reader might ask that these 2 pages have answered? Turn and tell your buddy. Good job, readers. Many spiders eat live prey. Some spiders help to get rid of insects that cause trouble. Let's see if we can clarify or make clear the meaning of the word prey in this sentence. Let's use the picture and the sentence clues to think about the meaning. Turn and tell your buddy what you think the meaning of the word prey is. Many spiders eat live prey, and then let's look at the picture. Now turn and tell your buddy what you think the word prey means. Good job, readers. Did you say food? We've learned a lot of interesting information about insects and spiders in this book. Spiders have 2 main body parts and 8 legs. They also have spinnerets to make silk. I'm noticing in this photograph that they have the label spinnerets. to help us know what they're referring to when they say spiders also have spinnerets to make silk. So here's the silk, and the arrow is pointing to the spinnerets. So it's right here, and that's the label telling us that's what they have to make silk, and it's called spinnerets. They use their silk to make webs, nests, and egg sacs. So now, spiders are very clever. And here is a picture glossary of the words that we learned about in this book. Antenna, spider, insect, spinnerets, prey, and wings. And here's words to know that we learned in this book. Good job, readers. We've learned a lot of interesting information about insects and spiders in this book. Let's turn and tell your buddy to share the information you've learned. Let's also think about some of the questions we asked while we read and what answers we found out. Good job, readers.